Birdman, baby. Today we're at Newfound Gap, Great Smoky Mountains National Park. I'm gonna do a quick hike up to Charlie's Bunion, about an 8-mile hike. Today's a special hike. Number one, it's the first hike I ever did on the Appalachian Trail, first day hike, and also it was quite the journey to get here. I don't mean just to ride up here, I mean the last several months. We'll explain more about that later, but for now, it's a beautiful day for a hike. And the trek begins. visiting a privy here at the shelter. That's lovely. But if you can somehow get up this trail in a wheelchair, you have a ramp or a accessory bar. Okay, friends, have just about 1.5 about a mile and a half, maybe 1.6 to go. And it's literally all downhill from here. I just wanted to take a quick moment. I'll try not to be too long-winded, just to elaborate on what I said in the opening. I said that this was today's hike was very special to me for a couple of reasons. Number one, it was because the Charlie's Bunion hike was my very first ever time setting foot on the Appalachian Trail. That was about, I don't know, I guess about 5 years ago or so. My, how time flies. Well, so just for nostalgic reasons, this was where I fell in love with the Appalachian Trail. And yeah, hearing something weird up there. Squirrels, I guess. Anyway, yeah, it was here I fell in love with the Appalachian Trail. And of course, hiked several areas since then. But it's also, today is very special because I'd mentioned in the opening that it'd been quite the journey to get here. And what I meant by that was I've been having some health issues, mainly back issues. Let me say it like that, back issues. It started off last spring, just a minor hitch in the giddy up, but even then I knew something just felt weird about it. It didn't feel like your typical muscle spasm, it just felt different. But nevertheless, it was minor, and I continued about my business. It increasingly got worse, and it got to the point, this is October the 1st, 2021, and my last actual hike, I did 5 miles. You may have seen the video by now. I did 5 miles at the beginning of July, and that was kind of when the back thing was really getting, really starting to take off and really getting more severe. The hike that day wasn't too bad, but oddly enough, the ride up there and back about killed me. But anyway, nevertheless though, once fast forward a little bit into I was still afraid to do too much hiking, and I'm wondering if I'd made a mistake doing that hike in July. I hadn't did a couple small hikes earlier in the spring, but nothing too major. Anyway, towards the end of July and into August, it really started getting more severe to where I was laboring walking more than just a few. I could walk a few steps, I could stand a minute or two, but if I stood up straight more than a couple minutes, I had to sit down. I was having a hard time walking through the grocery store without having to bend down or kneel down. So had a little bit of a sciatica, bulging disc type of an issue. Had a disc was pressing against a nerve and causing all types of fun down my right leg. Needless to say though, thank God, praise be to God, that that was able to be corrected with some physical therapy. I'm not going to say I'm 100% yet, but I'm a heck of a lot closer than I was. So a couple months of therapy basically forced me to start living a healthier lifestyle and lose a little weight and whatnot. So some good came out of it. And I didn't want to get over dramatic. I wasn't quite at the surgery place or anything like that, but I have people in my family that's had multiple back surgeries and all types of issues, and I definitely do not want that to be my future. So anyway, I didn't want to sound like doom and gloom, but then, you know, when you sit there and you can't hardly move, and like, I'm gonna have to go out of work maybe. But you sit there and you wonder, well, am I gonna get to do those hikes anymore? Because I tell you what, a month ago, 2 months ago, definitely 2 months ago, there's no way I could even think about this. Not even a month ago. But we're doing good. So just being back out here is just great. I'm super thankful that I'm continuing to be healed, and I give God the glory for it. Anyway, I'm making my final descent back down into Newfound Gap. The last 1.5 miles is literally all downhill. So we're going to coast on in, try not to break my ankle in the process. And I will catch up with you guys when we get close to the end. And that little speck of light will be the end of our hike today. Over 8 miles. That's a good comeback, considering everything I've been through. I will take it. We hear civilization. Well, today has been a good day. So with that note, I will close out and say thank you for continuing to watch, for all your support. Until next time, it's Birdman, baby.